Hi, everybody. Oh my God, hi. Maybe I should tone that down a little bit. I'm getting too excited. You know, I have hugged more people in the last 18 hours than I have in the last 18 months. Oh man, did I miss it. I'm so glad everybody can come here and be back to see all their friends. So welcome back. Oh, maybe I can actually turn pages without fingers. Okay, I want to go through activities this year first. Most of our activities that we've done in the past are still here, but we had to skip a few of them this year for reasons. We're skipping karaoke this year. Well, it'll be back as soon as we can get away with it. We'll be back. All this stuff will be back as soon as we can get away with it. But for this year, we're skipping karaoke. We're skipping the Fursuit Festival. We're skipping the Bachelor Auction. We're skipping Dad's Till Dawn. And we're skipping the wine and cheese social in the art gallery. I know, free food. I'm sad too. But at least we're here, yes, exactly. And that's the point. So, activities you can do this weekend still. Fursuiting is real fun, I just figured out. We have a new event this year. There is a fashion show at 1 p.m. on Friday at Second Stage in the other side of this room. That's a show that's a thing we've actually been wanting to do for years and never got a chance to, and never were able to arrange to make that happen. So I'm really excited to see how that works. And to see that happen, yeah, now I can't finger these pages anymore. I'm just gonna keep that wording, I guess. I don't know how to fingers. Despite what it looks like out there in the pool, the pool party is still happening. They're just going to cordon off the area that they're starting the construction, but there's still plenty of space for us. And what we are going to be doing, though, is the music will still be there at the pool. It will still be the DJ. The DJ themselves is going to be in Third Stage, and they've patched the two of them together. So you can actually enjoy the pool dances either out in the pool in 40-degree weathers and fursuit, or inside in Third Stage at the smaller stages across from the entrance you guys just came in here. And now you can dance in both areas to the same music. And if you're not in fursuit, out in the pool area, you can still enjoy all of the hot tubs. The upper deck pool is heated, is pretty warm. It's not as warm as a hot tub, but it's pretty warm. The main pool is closed because they don't heat that enough to be worth using at this time of year. And all the cabanas and other seating area there are all open and heated as well. So there's plenty of space to hang out, plenty of space to chill out with your friends, and plenty of space still to dance in fursuit if you want in the freezing cold outside. We are, surprisingly, still doing a party floor this year too, because we want people on the party floor to be a place where you can keep an eye on them and have everybody keep their masks on, instead of the parties being all scattered. So, we have a party floor on the 4th floor. Masks are required there too. And we're asking that everybody take their sips in between or just kind of underneath their mask, like stuff a straw up there. And I think a lot of you probably already figured out how to do that while you were flying here. Remember that we're also at altitude. I have that reminder to everybody every year, and people don't listen. We are at altitude, probably a higher altitude than you're used to for most people. Have one less drink than you usually do, because the altitude does seem to affect things. We have a new process this year for the Dealer's Den on Friday. The ticket system that we used last year has been overhauled, and there are now digital tickets that you can sign up for ahead of time on your phone. You can get the details for that from the Dealer's Den page on our website. And we're only going to be doing that on Friday until the lines die down, and then it will become a free-for-all, as usual. Epic get to skip that line and can go straight into the dealer's den. And patrons and sponsors got to get their tickets a couple days before everyone else back on, I think, Saturday of last week. But if you are interested in going to the dealer's den, now is a good time to go on our website on the dealer's den page and get the details on how to get a dealer's den entry ticket. It'll tell you what time you can enter. Once your time comes, you can enter at that time or any time later. Our escape room is back. Furry Logic has returned this year, and they are back in the third stage area like they were a few years back. And they are already operating now, I think. I think their first games may have just started. We still have panels upstairs, just like we've done before. If you haven't found the panel rooms before, the escalators to them are between the elevators. If you look at the 3 elevator banks, there's one where you can kind of go between the elevators, and there's escalators there that go up to the 3rd floor. And that's where all the panel rooms are. We have gotten the deal again for the driving range outside, the golf driving range, where you can go there and hit the GSR's balls. The bowling center says it's only open till 1 a.m. For us, that's wrong. We have a special deal with them. They are still open until 6 in the morning, from midnight to 6, just for us. So you can go over there in the middle of the night and throw the GSR balls. And there's a tournament on Sunday as well. Yeah, go-karts. And we do still have the go-karts as well, just like we always have in several years past. I don't know if they're allowing fursuits again, probably not, but they're still fun. There's a photo booth downstairs in the Nevada room this year where you can take some photos and also get a print of your photos, which will go to charity. If you decide to buy a print of your photo, all of that money will go to charity. If you want to just get it for free, those pictures will be posted on our website after the con is over. And then when you get bored of all of the things that you can do here, you can volunteer for the con instead. And the desk for that, you all would have walked past as you were getting your badges today. That's the first desk in the Nevada room as you went in and picked up your badges. And lastly, we have food in con space as before, and it's all half price, just like before. And I think I'm going to personally recommend that eating your food in the con space is a really good place to eat because everybody's vaccinated. Other than instead of a restaurant where you're not sure everybody's vaccinated. That seems like a good place to take your mask off briefly to eat and then put it back on again. And then there's a couple new things this year that you guys probably have already noticed. There's a Jamba Juice upstairs now, next to the elevators. And I suspect a lot of you probably already discovered the Fat Tuesday downstairs, where you can freeze your brain out of existence. And I already had one last night, and that brain freeze really hurts. So next, to talk about charity, I'd like to introduce my charity lead, Woofy, and my charity host, Dragor. Yeah, we don't need those anymore. I'm going to let them speak for a little bit about all of our charity stuff.
Hello. My name is Oops the Bunny, and I am your charity lead this year. Hi, hello. Oh, yes, I'm so good. Very much. Oh, yeah. It is with a heavy heart that I have to deliver some very unfortunate news. Terrible, awful, bad news. There's some good news afterwards. Don't worry, nobody died. It's worse than that. Our dearly beloved charity host of years before, Alkali, who you know and love, has decided that he cannot make it to our fine con this year. I know, it's terrible. Hey,
Oh, are you all awake now? I'm awake. Hi, I'm awake. Woo! All right. Is this good? Yeah. Wait, let's do the Captain Morgan. Whoop! No, I won't. Sorry, AB. I will not do that again. Alkali is not here, but very much wishes he could. If you've heard any of that man's interesting financial stories, you'll know that when the world is interesting, that means his job is demanding. He always wants to be here when he can. It is very, very interesting this week in particular. So, two things. One, for the world daring to be interesting, what do you say we make Alkali pay for not being here? Do you all remember his biggest enemy from previous years? The slips. If you are out gambling, and do gamble responsibly, but if
specifically the slips that are like 10 cents.
yeah,
Right? The ones you can't even gamble away anymore.
if
Those
you
ones.
wouldn't normally turn in a slip, don't create more trash. Turn them in. Turn them into us. Turn them into Conops. And we will make sure it's as if Alkali was here, staring down a mountain of paper to tally and enter into Excel. For this occasion, because he can't be here, he doesn't know this yet, so if this is streaming or if he's watching, hi Alkali, we are going to do a delayed special charity stream where we spring this surprise on him. So do please tune in to watch. We're going to have our dear Tycho there to torment Alkali as well. Yeah!
By the way, this human's name is Dragor, and he will be our charity host instead of Alkali this year. So everyone, please welcome and give it up for Dragor, who has taken on the responsibility. Thank you so much. All right, we have Safe Haven back this year as our main charity. That is, yeah, give it up for them. Come on. They are a small charity out in Imlay who takes care of exotic pets for the owners who could not otherwise do so. So it is a very outstanding cause, and we are very excited to have them here. Now we're also doing something slightly different this year. In addition to Safe Haven, we have 3 other charities that will be on site. Those 3 charities are, number 1, The Generator, which is a makerspace here in Reno. Number 2, the Rainbow Railroad, which is a charity that helps LGBTQ folks escape persecution in Georgia, Russia, and the Balkans. Very good cause. And number 3 is the Tenacious Unicorn Ranch, which is a transgender community ranch that raises alpacas in Colorado. And we're very excited to have them all on site. They're going to be out front of the ballroom, just in front of the pillars, all 4 of them, accepting donations, selling merchandise. Go there, donate your money to them, donate your vouchers to them if you like. But really, I think Alkali would like that more if they came with him, right? Yeah, I think so. All right. Poker chips are valid donations. So if you have some leftover gambling winnings, you can go and turn that into any one of those tables. We again do ask that you donate your small slot vouchers. If it's a penny, good. If it's 2 pennies, good. The more vouchers we get, the more we can make some pain for Alkali. Some of the decorations in the ballroom will be put on charity auction. They will be auctioned off in place. They will have art gallery tags on them. So if you are interested in taking home some of those decorations, please go down to art gallery, make your account, come back up, and then bid on the art decorations as the con goes on. Okay, what else we got here? We got some. Oh yes, art gallery donations are always accepted. These are going to make it into our art auction, which is happening on Sunday, just before closing ceremonies, and there will also be a quiet auction for charity. All the proceeds going to our charities that will take place in the art gallery. Now, We have a handful of charity events. We have the car show from Friday at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be a raffle for small prizes out there. All the proceeds going to charity, of course, so get your rearing gear and go out and see the cars. We have a blackjack tournament Friday from 7 to whenever it finishes, usually about 10 p.m. The main win for that one is the poker chip set. And if you haven't seen these poker chip sets, they are a beautiful case filled with BLFC poker chips from years prior and this year. No, just this year? Just this year, I misspoke. We also have on Saturday a poker tournament with another poker chip set. And then again, late on Saturday, we have Spicy Pepper's Dirty Concert. All of these charity events, I cordially invite you all of these charity events. Let's raise some money for our fine charities. Do you have one more thing to say?
I forgot to. Apologies. I'm so bad at this. All right, we figured it out. This. Okay. There is also a Drag It Show theater panel on there, which we will be doing some charity shenanigans for that while watching a really terrible movie. And it's on theme.
That's later tonight, right?
That is tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay.
Tomorrow. Check your schedules. Schedules are awesome. That is a charity event. That is the one I forgot to tell you. Whoops. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, sorry. I think we're all good.
Yeah, one last thing, because Alkali isn't here, with you three on stage, would you all mind being part of a selfie just to show our love for the ferret? Yeah, we got it, yeah!
All right, I have the rest of those papers. Thank you. Okay. Give a round of applause. A round of applause, sure. A round of applause to our charity leads. Okay. Last topic I want to talk about is all the boring safety and courtesy stuff. Yeah. Okay.
I'm here for a good time.
First thing, obvious, as we've been harping on it for constantly now, is that masks are required, even underneath fursuits. And for the sake of not stirring foul air around, stirring the bad air from your head around the fursuit lounges, we are asking that people not use any fursuit lounge fan on their head. You can stand in front of the fans to cool yourself off, but don't take your head off and stick it on a fan. If we start seeing people do this, the lounge staff is going to be really strict this year, and if it keeps happening, it hasn't happened yet, and everybody's being really good so far. If it starts happening, we're going to start shutting down the fursuit lounges. So, please don't put your heads on the fans. I'm sorry that we have to do that this year. It sucks. I don't like putting on a sopping wet head any more than any of you do. But I don't see another way to keep things safe this year. So, please, put up with it for this year, and hopefully we won't have to next year. Because we can all wear masks, and because we are all wearing masks, we don't need, the state of Nevada has decided that we don't need to keep people separated by 6 feet. You are absolutely welcome to stay away from other people and make your social distance if you'd like. You are encouraged to do that. You just don't, we don't have to do it. It's encouraged, however, of course. And we do have the hug ribbons as well in the fursuit lounges. If you want to label yourself as like, please don't hug me. We should have those ribbons in the fursuit lounge. Pretty sure we have more. I think they're still in a tub in operations. Wash your hands. Wash your hands a lot. Wash them every opportunity you get. Please. That and mask wearing are the two most important things that keep this pandemic from continuing. Hand sanitizer is okay. It's not a substitute. We are putting tons of hand sanitizer all over the place this year for everybody to use. That does not mean you don't have to wash your hands. Go wash your hands. And I want to thank, so far this year, from what I've seen, everybody has been really respectful of the mask rules. Everybody has been really respectful of the Fursuit Lounge rules. I have not seen a single person unmasked so far this weekend. Not a one. That's really, really good. I am incredibly impressed, and I want to thank all of you for keeping up with that and keeping that tradition going. Well, hopefully not a tradition for much longer. I have no idea when the regulations will go away. It depends on what the level of COVID is in Nevada. And we're not there yet. But at least we're here. Okay. As we've had in the past, we have a team named Flair that is our safety team. They are rock stars. We love them. They have a base on this side across from ConOps. They're in the other room, but go in the other room, turn a hard right, and you will find Flair Base. They are the people that you want to go see if you're feeling harassed or unsafe, or if you're feeling threatened in any way. Make your way to Flair Base, or get a hold of a staffer, and we will help escort you there and make sure that you have a person to help keep you safe. If you're feeling unsafe, we'll get you there. And if you have a minor injury, Flair is also well equipped to handle minor injuries like cuts and scrapes and that sorts of thing. Courtesy things. Please remember to tip while you're here. Usually everybody's pretty good, but I want to keep reminding everybody that people run on tips in Nevada. People run on tips in Nevada. If you forgot to bring small cash, like I always seem to do, I always have like 20s and 100s, and you don't have good tip money, we have a casino floor. You can go just stuff that 20 into one of the things that kind of looks like an ATM, and it will spit 4 5s back out at you. They're called bill breakers, and that's exactly what they do. Whatever money you feed them, it gives it back to you in smaller bills, and they're very, very useful, especially if you're a dealer. I guess there's probably no dealers here because they're probably all busy setting up their tables. Another courtesy tip for the housekeepers. Try to not leave adult things out in your rooms for the housekeepers to see. They're really, some of them take it well, but not all of them. I don't think I necessarily really want to see that as part of my job. So take a moment and at least put away the adult things before you let the housekeepers into your room for the middle of the day. Another useful tip, if you use Telegram, which I think quite a few of us here do me a favor, please. If you haven't already, go into Telegram settings and turn off all media downloading, all picture automatic downloading, everything. Turn all of those switches off, because that helps keep us from crushing wireless in this place any more than we already do. And then lastly, we have the good old 621 rule that all of you are familiar with, as we've all heard of. That is, as most of us know, that is 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals, and 1 shower. There's lots of other fun versions of that rule, but that's the real one that you all need to remember. And, God, I really can't breathe. Yep, that's it.
Oh no, not the magic!
I'm gonna break the magic, because I can't breathe anymore. I also can't get this mask on because I don't have fingers. I know, okay, good, the mic's still working. I know being in fursuit is tiring. Being in fursuit in a mask is even more tiring. If you are starting to get tired, it's okay. Just break the damn magic. We'll all live, all right? Your safety is more important than the magic. Okay. Lastly, I want to give thanks to all of our amazing volunteers for the con. Please give them the biggest round of applause you can. I want to thank specifically Kobach and Lumi for the Epic Slag this year. That was custom designed just for us by two of our volunteers who worked hard on those. And there is also an event at 7 p.m. tonight in the Shasta room if you want to learn more about that badge and what you can do with it. That badge is also an open source device, so if you are of the hacking type, or if you're fond of that kind of thing, that is designed for you to mess with it and hack it and change it around. I want to thank this property, the Grand Sierra Resort, for having us back. They have, as usual, they have gone above and beyond, especially this year, because it's been hard. They are short people too, just like everyone else in the world. And I want to give them a big thanks for hosting us again and getting this whole con going and off the ground after such a long hiatus. I want to thank the Reno Generator, which is our local makerspace, for helping our volunteers build all the amazing decorations that are almost fully built that you'll get to see here soon throughout the weekend. And as Woofy mentioned, those decorations also are going to have, they're being auctioned off. You can bid on them as if they are in the charity or in the art gallery. And I also want to thank the Innovation Center at UNR for some of the laser cutting for those decorations. And lastly, I want to thank all of you for coming back and being here for everybody and each other. Be good to each other, be safe, wash your hands, and I hope you all have a great con.